All right, so we've got a candidate for governor here. Just say Todd Schleiger.
Todd Schleiger.
And what party are you with?
I'm with the U.S. Taxpayers Party.
Why don't you describe for us what that party is and why you want to be governor?
Well, first off, the U.S. Taxpayers Party is a strong constitutionalist party. They have some good values and morals that I fit in with. And as far as being governor, I just think we need somebody who's going to bring common sense to Lansing.
And just tell us a little bit about your background, why you are qualified to be governor.
Well, I've been in the transportation industry for 35 years, and I bring a lot of common sense with it. So I think that's the qualifications that we need. We need somebody who's actually going to do something for the people of Michigan.
Let's talk a little bit about some issues that are very important to you. One of them, I know that you mentioned, it would be auto insurance and health insurance. What's your thoughts on those?
Well, I'm the only candidate in the race that literally will lower the auto insurance up to 70%. And I mean, by doing that, that'll help a lot of the people in Michigan because we got individuals that are actually having auto insurance payments higher than their own car notes.
How do you plan to lower auto insurance rates by 70%?
Well, what we'll do is we'll take and make Michigan an at-fault state instead of a no-fault state. And then we'll make the MCCA, which is the Michigan Catastrophic Claims Account, optional.
And how much? And you think you'll be able to save that much money then?
I know we will.
Let's talk about health insurance. What's your plan there?
Well, with health insurance, here's the issue. I have a plan to lower health insurance up to 50% utilizing Blue Cross and Blue Shield's own numbers against them. If we open up Medicaid to the same option as to purchase like you would through Blue Cross Blue Shield, but at 50% of the cost. The fee schedule is already in place for Medicaid. It is actually lower than Medicare, and it's definitely a lot lower than the third-party insurance companies.
What do you say to doctors and hospitals that will get less money?
Well, here's the thing. The doctors and the hospitals, the only issues they've had with Medicaid is the time it takes to get paid. Most of it is 90 to 120 days. I promised them that it'll be 45 days just like the other health insurance providers.
Another big issue for you would be schools. What can you do to improve our schools?
Well, first off, let's just start by let's get the money towards the classrooms instead of the administrations. The state says that we currently pay $11,268 per student, but only $1,500 is going to that classroom. I'd like to switch that around and put the money towards our classrooms so our students are getting the top education and our teachers are making more money.
Is it just paying teachers more money would equate to students learning more?
It's not just a matter of that. I mean, we have an education system where you've got the teachers who are literally pulling money out of their own pockets for supplies. That should never happen. We need to pay our teachers more to keep the quality teachers here in Michigan.
Another big issue for you would be taxes. You're from the tax party, but you want to lower taxes. How do you plan to do that?
Well, first off, this is a little joke that I like to put out there. You can call yourself a Democrat or a Republican, but we are all U.S. taxpayers. But as far as my plan to restructure the entire tax system, I want to set the tax system up so that it benefits 80% of the people. I'd like to say, 100% of the people, but we can't make everybody happy. I'd like to restructure the state income tax. I would like to eliminate the property tax on your primary residence only. This isn't taking the property tax away from businesses, just on the homes that we live in. If you can afford a second home, you can afford the property tax that goes with that. But not only that, I want to make sure that our corporate income tax is down to where companies want to come to Michigan, open their businesses, and they don't have to look for a loophole to drop through to get a tax break. I want to make sure that they know what they're going to pay when they get here.
And how much would a corporation pay?
Well, it would be we would lower it down to 3% straight across the board. Doesn't matter what type of business you are, you will pay the 3% corporate income tax instead of the fluctuating one that we have currently here in Michigan.
Some people would say that unless you are a Democrat or Republican or have a lot of money, you can't win as an independent, relatively independent, for governor. Do you believe that?
No. I'm telling the people of Michigan right now, for the amount of money that I have paid for my campaign so far, if you knew those numbers, the Republicans and the Democrats would be shocked on the least amount of money I have spent to get as much done for the state of Michigan that I am doing currently.
Do you want to tell us those numbers?
Well, I've spent just a little over $20,000 on my current campaign. Compare that to the millions that the Democrats and Republicans are spending, and we are third in the polls already.
if you had a 30-second speech that would air, and if I say go, what would it be? In other words, summarize your candidacy and tell the people why they should vote for you.
The reason the people of Michigan should vote for me is because I am the only candidate truly for the people of Michigan. I'm not going to make broken promises to you. I will keep my word.
Todd Schleiger.
Just remember, check Todd.com. That way, when the election comes in November 6th, all you have to remember is check Todd. I'm the only Todd on the ballot.
All right. Thanks so much, Todd.
Thanks, Charlie.